The bookish community is a pretty healthy and active one comprising authors, publishers, readers, and reviewers. There has been a lot of controversy surrounding a book in this community in the last couple of days. All this started due to a social media video where the author of the book The Three Rivers was unhappy with an ARC reviewer on Goodreads. The irony is that the reviewer actually loved this book and wrote a 4 out of 5-star review, but the author wanted a perfect 5-star review for her book. She forgot that everybody's reading preference varies and my 5-star book can be a 4-star or even a 1-star book for another person. A person rating 1 star for a book doesn't mean that the book is terrible. It only means that they didn't like the book from their perspective. The author somehow forgot this fact and started to respond to the reviewer in a pretty lousy manner on her social media account. It is sad to see authors protesting against or making fun of reviewers online on their social media accounts just because the reviewer gave 4 stars instead of a 5-star review for their book. Using a second person's, that is reviewer's profile picture and name as a screenshot, like what this author did of a Goodreads book reviewer on their social media accounts to say something negative without their permission comes directly under cyberbullying, according to the law in some countries. Knowing that this act was done by a writer slash actor, comedian, director, celebrity who holds multiple responsible positions in our society makes it even more problematic. The author didn't stop even there. She called the reviewer profane words which should have never happened. We are all human beings and we all will make mistakes. This is an action that no one can easily tolerate. When the author clearly understands that her action has caused discomfort for the second person just because she read her book and gave an honest review, the first thing the author should do is apologize. But sadly, the author made the situation more complicated by saying that she is a comedian and it was just a joke. Maybe what the author is saying is correct, but in my opinion, she still should have the empathy to apologize as the reviewer has genuinely expressed a feeling that she felt attacked and disliked the attitude the author showed towards her. Moreover, she never should have used profane words. It is sad to see similar commotion continuously happening between the reviewers and the authors in the last 2 years. Due to the continuous pressure from the readers, reviewers, followers, and other writers, she showed the courage to privately apologize to the reviewer after many hours. But that doesn't cancel the action that she did, as she still is not ready to apologize to the reviewer publicly. She publicly humiliated the reviewer and made multiple videos directly or indirectly related to the incident. She was also not ready to take down any videos she made on this incident for a few days, except the one that the social media itself took down due to multiple violations and hate speech. Due to the immense pressure, she at last had to remove one video related to the incident. But there are still a few more videos indirectly mentioning the issue on her channel. The irony is that she didn't even stop there. She doxed a person when who commented on her account by stalking her and revealing her private information publicly in front of her 100,000 followers. Things are all getting out of hand due to her actions. Let us hope that she will understand her mistakes and make a public apology for all the mistakes she committed. In one of my reviews, I wrote about the unfortunate instances where the authors fought against and bullied the readers and reviewers a few days ago, and a similar instance happened again. I wrote there regarding some authors who involved in verbal altercations with the readers by quarreling with them when they criticize their creations. This battle between the authors and the readers can turn pretty ugly sometimes. There are numerous examples of such instances in the last couple of years. My only suggestion to similar authors is to read the book The Death of the Author by Roland Barthes and understand the concept mentioned in it before going for such a fight. Barthes was one of the prominent thinkers in the world of structuralism, and in this book he tells us why structure is more important than function. He tells us to disregard the authors when we try to understand text. Barthes clearly challenges the author's authority in his book. We can see Barthes even criticizing writing author's biography and state of mind in the book. His concepts will also be against the idea of author signings. It is difficult for us to agree with Barthes fully. Some other great thinkers like Raymond Picard traveled through the same path, but the essence of what Barthes wrote is relevant today more than any other time. Authors, scriptwriters, movie directors, or creators from any walk of life should understand that their work is not theirs after publishing or releasing it into the public. It then belongs to the public and they can criticize in their own way. The authors or other creators should understand that they are only criticizing their creations and not the creators or their personalities. If they truly understand this concept, no reviews or criticism will personally affect them or their ego, and each review, whether positive or negative, will become a constructive one to make a better creation the next time. In the last decade, after the advent of Goodreads, BookTube, Bookstagram, BookTalk, and various book clubs, the economics of the world of books and publishing has changed. It has now become a multi-billion-dollar industry. An average book can become a massive success if properly given promotions in all these media now. We have had multiple examples of this in the last few years. If the book is excellent, it will indeed become a success and grab a multi-million dollar contract from the movie industry. There is also a different sort of marketing recently done by a few authors. This was based on negative publicity. We can see the authors creating some negative news by themselves, creating controversy regarding their books on social media accounts. It is true that this brings their book to the crowd's attention and will give some initial social media engagement and some initial readers for their books. But we have seen in the long run that this negative news destroys their social media presence, the future of their books, and even their whole career. There is a lot of hard work that has gone behind writing a book, and there is a lot of hard work that has gone behind reviewing a book. It is sad to see this writer not respecting the hard work behind reviewing a book. As a reviewer, I still respect this author's hard work in writing this book. Moreover, this is the first book written by the author, so I won't read this book until I read this book. I genuinely hope that the author will understand her mistake and try to rectify it soon by apologizing publicly and not just privately, instead of being forced to do the same to protect her future career, as I genuinely believe that apologies should come straight from the heart. Let us also hope that no other author will knowingly or unknowingly commit such a mistake in the future.